Ah, Parasite Eve, a classic survival horror RPG, followed by a classic survival horror shooter that is just as good, and an action shooter that wasn't as good, but it does look pretty. I mean, Brea is really hot. Sorry, I mean, Brea is really hot.
Someone at Square Enix really looked at this bitch and thought, yeah, she's straight.
So only lesbians and bis dress like that? Okay, way to characterize the L's and the B's as women who only wear jackets. It's not very cool to link sexual orientation with how somebody dresses, and we should avoid making assumptions about LGBTQ people as they are all incredibly diverse. You tell them, Quillbot. It's nice to know that I can pull off the lesbians and bisexuals like an argument in favor of female sexualization. In case you missed it, the third birthday has mechanics where your clothes degrade and an unlockable shower scene, which I will not show, but it's on YouTube, including the one in Parasite Eve 2, so look it up yourself. You perv. For real though, attractive characters really sell video games. In fact, attractive characters in video games always pop up in this channel. But before we get into our next attractive video game character, this video is brought to you by all these wonderful people. You guys are fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then check out the links down below. Just $1 and you have supported this channel immensely. Seriously, thank you so much. And now, who's the attractive video game character that we're gonna talk about? Eve from Stellar Blade? Why the hell is Stellar Blade always on my radar?
That's a model, so that body type is likely not even healthy in the first place, lol. Idiots.
Basically, Eve's real-life Korean model looks a lot like her in the game, which is more than I could say for many Western motion game captures. Kudos to Capcom for making them girls real.
This body type ain't normal because they forced themselves to look like that.
Actually, they were paid to look like that. It's almost as if they're models or something.
Half the time they would get harassed for being too fat if they gain a tiny amount of weight.
Okay, I don't have a lot of experience with women, but I do know that when women gain a little weight, they usually harass themselves. Yes, most women suffer from body insecurity. Yes, beautiful fictional women can make them insecure, but you can't always change society or demand them to accept you. Ultimately, the change must come from within, mindfully, mentally, or physically, if you can. No, seriously, I think it's healthy for people to empower themselves and be more confident about who they are. I don't think we need fiction to validate these things, especially in Warhammer 40k. Why would anyone want to be in the Warhammer 40k universe? It is a cool universe for sure, but it is a grim, dark universe to a cartoonishly insane degree. Wanting a rep in Warhammer 40k because the Space Marines are cool is like wanting to be in the nanosuit from Crisis because it looks cool. You have no idea what kind of universe you are entering. It's not for the faint of heart, and especially not for children.
Wanting representation for my daughter in life, in general, makes me a bad parent?
Yes, in every way. Why would your daughter need to be represented in fiction? How about actually noticing your daughter and making her feel like she belongs in the real world? Even if I agree that she should feel more represented, of all the fictional worlds, why Warhammer 40k?
Sisters are not Space Marines or flagship product.
Oh wow, mass off moment right here. Female Space Marines should exist because Space Marines are more popular than the already existing female characters within the universe. It's every representation demand ever. You might notice that I don't do the kata shoujo clock for transitions anymore. That's because I want to keep the dice rolling when I'm doing this thing over here, to quote Busta Rhymes. Anyway, I don't know how many girls will be playing with Warhammer 40k figurines anytime soon, but I do know that there are lots of women who watch shonen anime. I am way behind on Jujutsu Kaisen. I did watch the standalone prequel, Jujutsu Kaisen 0, which my brother said was so good that the actual series pales in comparison. And he's right, it's damn good. I bring this up because, despite being a shonen, Jujutsu Kaisen is also popular with the girls. Why? The boys are hot. Sadly, some fanboys do not accept the presence of fangirls who like hot boys in their fandom. I guess their horny behavior is cringe. They are ruining everything! On the other hand, girls entering a male-dominated fandom doesn't mean the discourse becomes more nuanced and critically thought. Ah yes, thought-provoking commentaries on how Yuji and Gojo are totally gay! You girls don't have the intellectual upper hand, but then again, neither do the boys, because you both like shonen. True anime intellects enjoy garbage rom-coms with plot twists so ridiculous that made telenophilas blush. Shonen is pretty much a lot of people's entry to anime, which is not what I personally recommend, and it's certainly not what this post recommends either. Here are the worst animes to start your journey. The OP brought up Demon Slayer because once you watch it, there's nothing quite like it. Yes, there is. UFO Table made plenty of Fate anime. They don't recommend My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Bungo Stray Dogs because the fandom is toxic. I agree on the fandom toxic part, but Bungo Stray Dogs? Anime is fine, but what did that fandom do to you? Then they trashed To Your Eternity for being the worst anime. Why? It's great. Too many deaths? The anime is about an immortal. Too many time skips? That's the point. The immortal experiences different time periods with different characters. The gore? It's nothing special. I love how you say ew, like a child. Irrelevant characters? Not everyone is important in every time period. Finally, the OP trashes Boku no Pico, Widow of Healer, and High School DxD for traumatic experience. OP, you sound like a baby. You need to get off the internet and go back to watching Hunter or something. Man, kids experiencing anime for the first time is horrifying. But what else can we do with these fetuses? Let's move on from fetus topics to more mature topics. If you are sailing the 7 seas, you must be browsing trusted channels like the ones in the Piracy mega thread. As recommended by them, get a VPN. MOLVAT is $5.50 a month. Why? Your ISP watches you. If you're downloading stuff from the sea, they're gonna send you a warning and they will threaten to disconnect your internet. Another reason is anti-censorship from the government, like the Indonesian government blocking all sorts of websites. And due to age verification laws, North Carolina residents cannot access adult websites. Apparently, religious groups back this law, calling porn a public health epidemic that fuel violence and abuse and hurt relationships. I don't know where they got these claims, but people deserve a free and open internet. Lantern and Siphon are great for bypassing government censorship for free. Just don't use it to torrent stuff. And still, keep your eyes open. I always recommend Piracy because I want to give consumers the power that these big corporations keep taking from them. One of those powers is game ownership, and it seems that some people still don't get it. Interaction bait is a common thing in social media nowadays, and there's no better way to bait than with straight up misinformation. Emulation is piracy. What's your take on this? My take? The Mitchells vs. the Machines is awesome. Go watch that movie. Oh, sorry, you meant this. Think of emulation like a photocopy machine. It's not piracy, but it is when you print copyrighted books on it. Emulation is not piracy. Piracy is getting the games themselves while not owning them. Piracy is when you download a game from the links on the Piracy mega thread. And if it is piracy, so what? Piracy is good when it comes to shady game companies and abandoned games. True Crime Streets of LA has one of the largest modern setting maps in gaming. Underrated game. The PC version isn't for sale. You have to pirate it. The console versions are either sold secondhand or available only on ROM sites. So to answer your question, no, emulation is not piracy. Thank you, community notes. And that's all for the Hoopless today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more. Don't forget to check out my ABB show channel. Link down below. Go subscribe. And thanks for watching.